Alright, imagine that you're packing for a 2-week trip to Italy. You have a limit of 1 suitcase per person, and you're trying to make sure everything that you want fits in it. But as you look around your house, shit just looks so enticing. You have to take a couple of books so you don't get bored, your stuffed toy, oh, and also your entire gaming setup, because Fortnite doesn't play itself, does it? Overstuffing a suitcase like this is kind of like overstuffing your mind with the overwhelming amount of content there is out there. You end up carrying so much unnecessary baggage, which heavily distracts you from the real meaningful things. Instead, it's auspicious to pack only what you need, the essential items for your journey. Hello, I'm Aaron, base trader student, always leveling up life, and it's not your fault, bro. The amount of content that's out there, we can't do anything. It is not our fault that our brains are being so overstimulated. Last year when I was 15, I used to watch so much content every single day, and that really just overwhelmed me with every single things that were coming into my brain. Like, some kid said that, another YouTuber said that, but this teacher said something else, and it was just so much information. My brain was completely fucking overloaded all the time, and because all my attention and thoughts and energy were on consuming all the different content that's out there, I never made any progress onto my own life. I wasted a bunch of unnecessary time, and although I learned a fair amount of things, I just kind of forgot about them later because they weren't really useful. And so it's not our fault, right, that there's so much content that's out there in social media and YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. There's endless content. Literally, you have infinite scrolling on TikTok and Instagram. They're never gonna ever run out of content to watch. And so it is not our fault that it's like this, but it is, bro, our responsibility to make sure that we take care of this and we don't get completely consumed and taken over by all the content that's around us. So I just want to share 3 tips that have helped me, and the timestamps are in the description, so you can skip ahead if you find that you already are aware of something that I'm saying. The first tip has to do with intentionality. It is basically to not go through life sleeping and to have like this level of awareness. Like, every single thing that you do, you want to have intent behind it. You want to have like a clear purpose, a clear why for why you're doing it, you know? And it's from the book Start With Why by Simon Sinek. He's an author that writes like readership type books, and every single time you do something, you want to ask yourself the fundamental like why behind it. Be intentional with the content that you choose to input into yourself, and that will do wonders. Because every time, let's say, you open up YouTube and you're on your homepage and you get fed like endless videos that you can click on and watch, every single motherfucker out there are making their thumbnails pop and making it vibrant and fuck, whacking their vibrancy up, whacking their saturation up, and so it all seems appealing, and you want to click on one, let's say. Before you do so, you just want to ask yourself and stay aware. You can even put up like a sticky note like I've done over, oh, you can't really see, it's underneath there because my desk is up right now. Basically, you want to ask yourself, why are you actually doing this? Like, why do you want to click on this video? What are you going to get with the time? How long is the video and what are you going to get? It's really important to control our inputs, because our inputs are directly correlated with our outputs. Another culprit I found is FOMO, fear of missing out. We basically don't want to be missing out on all the things that could be happening, that, oh no, we're going to miss out, we have to get in on the trend, we have to jump on the bandwagon. And so maybe that's putting you off from leaving and detaching from social media and Instagram and TikTok, because you just want to, you know, find out what's going on, and it's like, what if I miss out on something really good? And to that, I just say that, bro, you're not going to miss out on anything. Trust me, you'll make much more progress in your life and in your goals if you just go at it with intentionality and only give your time to things that you actually have a clear purpose and intention to why. That directly aligns to your goals and will help you make more progress in them. So the second thing is boredom. This is one of the earlier videos that I made, but boredom can be auspicious. It's sometimes favorable to be bored and not to use your phone all the time. It's like you don't need to pick up your phone every single millisecond of time that you get and just start scrolling on it or whatever, check messages, open up TikTok, scroll, because your brain just never gets a rest. You know, these kind of milliseconds, you can just sit still and not fucking be addicted to your phone and just calm down, like let your brain like process everything and just give it a rest. For example, in the gym between sets, I see like 90% of people, every time they're done with their set and they're on their rest, they immediately pick up their phones and do whatever with like their shit posture, neck down, and it's like, bro, I just look at them and I'm like, bro, why are you training all this much if you're gonna be like saying like this right after you train with shit posture? I, for example, listen to music while I work out, of course, but I don't check my phone in between sets. Maybe I change my songs, but otherwise I just, you know, just sit there and just, I don't know, watch the weights or like watch the other people hit their sets or whatever. I actually take some rest and I'm not stimulating my mind with the fucking phone at that time. The third thing is to never use shorts or reels again. The amount of fucking dopamine that it feeds you from shorts is crazy, and the information overload is really like exponentially risen once like YouTube Shorts came out, once like TikTok became mainstream and Instagram Reels. Like every single social media app realized how powerful and how addicting like these short form content is, and so they're all implementing it. Even like Spotify, I think, which is a fucking music streaming platform, they also have like something like shorts. Like I can show you right now. If I open up Spotify, and if I go to search, you can see here, explore your genres. I click on one of these, and this is literally shorts. This is literally shorts on Spotify, a music streaming platform. I mean, I don't blame them. It is business, to be fair. Of course, you want people to be on your app as long as possible. But bro, it's actually kind of crazy how much companies are willing to sacrifice the mental health of ours just to make us stay on their platform for longer. That is crazy. Shorts in a music streaming platform. Damn. So switch out all short form content with long form content instead. So that is like long form videos like this, or one step even better than this is like long form podcasts where it's just two people talking to each other. That is like the lowest dopamine level things. And even better than that is to read books, of course. That simple step of just watching long form videos like we used to instead of the new shorts that is much worse than long form videos will really just help your brain be relaxed and will help you deal with the overwhelming amount of content there is out there. The third part is detachment. Detach yourself from your phone. Don't always have your phone along with you and it's like part of your life. Just take your phone and just throw it away. It's fine. Somewhere far. My bed was there. If it wasn't, then I would never throw it like that. But basically keep it out of sight and just don't always be attached to it. Like just try and live for some hours without the constant necessity of using your phone. You can do some self-improvement things that will improve your mental health, like you can take in nature, you can do gratitude journaling like conventionally like you do on paper or in your mind, and just take a moment to calm down and align yourself with like your true goals in life. It's to understand like if you have goals that you're heading towards, the processes of that goal you will find fun and you will naturally feel like doing that more than scrolling mindlessly on shorts and being overwhelmed with content. And that is what we fill up our time with, because when we are using our phone less and less because of we're implementing stuff like this and being aware of this, we're gonna have nothing to do in that free time. So you're just gonna end up going back to your phone. So you wanna have something to replace that. It's kind of like Newton's laws. I think it's Newton's third law, which is, hold on, chill out. I'm a Natur student. Natur is basically like science in Sweden. And I don't know what Newton's third law exactly. It's like if there's a force that way, there's an opposite and reactive force the other way. Yeah, that's what I said. Newton's third law is that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So if we take the action of removing our phones from our life and being detached from it and using it intentionally, we're going to free up a lot of time. And if we're not replacing that time with something else, if we're not giving it the equal and opposite reaction, then we'll just end up swinging back to using our phones. So that free time, we want to be filling it up with real purpose in our lives and our real goals. And the final thing I want to say is to not consume but create. Creation is like a fundamental thing of us humans, and if you're not creating, like what are you going to become if you never create anything in life? When you're working, for example, a 9-to-5 conventional broke wagey job, as Tate says, you're creating whatever value for some company, whatever. But if you actually follow like the true things that you should be creating, for example, if your like life is like you feel destined, or not destined, but you feel really inclined to be like, I don't know, a musician, and you absolutely love creating music and cooking up banger songs, then that is like the part of your purpose. Like you would take that and find a way to, of course, monetize that so you can like live. For you in that case, you would spend time going towards your goal of creating banger music and hit instrumentals or whatever. I, for example, love creating photos and film and videos. I love filmmaking and creating fucking cooking up banger pieces of content. Some people like creating art, some people like creating food, some people like creating businesses, and that's actually like business is their fun purpose layer. And it's just to simply try out. It's what I did when I was like 15. Try out a bunch of different things and find the stuff that you really enjoy doing, and to stick and lock in on that instead of being engulfed by the vast amount of content that there is out there. There are also some things that I implemented with my phone that helped me live a more meaningful life by reducing my screen time. There's like one-time things that once you set up, they'll like be there forever. So if you want that, you can click here of me yapping about that. Do check out the links down below, and as always, your potential is only limited by your intention. Take care, bro. Shut up. You have to take a couple of books so you don't get bored. Bro.
You said it's in the forest.
No, it's not.